but a lone Amy sitting in the. Oh my God! Fancy seeing you here, Caitlin. Where do you happen to be going?
I don't know.
Where are you going, Caitlin? Oh my God! I'm going to Rome as well. It's such a coincidence.
Give me a film this year.
It is 6:48. Our flight is at 8 o'clock. There is your watch. We're doing well so far. We
didn't get stopped, we didn't get patted down.
Yes, you know, it's going well so far, honestly, like...
Too well.
Shh. It's been a couple of hours and we are successfully here in Rome. This is our room, however it's only our room for tonight because we have to change tomorrow. We got changed, I have a white dress on and Caitlin has a cool, like it's like coral, I don't want to say red.
It's like an orangey red.
Yeah, anyway we're gonna go out for a wander.
Food and drinks.
Food and things. We're going on a trek. I'm whispering because there's lots of people here and there's a lot of people that will judge us. We're so red. Look at how red we are.
Amy, there's something wrong with the camera.
It's not, it's that. Do you want to see the fancy fountain? This is not a trivia fountain, just to clarify. But it's a fancy fountain.
Oh, can we go there anyway? It looks so
yeah,
pretty.
sure. Yes, so you'll now be getting a lot of awful footage taken from a coach of historical monuments. Sorry, I was looking at the fountain. Yes, it will all be very red as well.
We should get pictures of the fountain.
We will. We'll do a full photo shoot at the fountain. Don't worry. The majority of this tour has just been us sitting at stops, but I realised that I haven't showed you guys Gerald yet. We show off Gerald. This is Gerald the jellyfish. I don't know if you can see him because of the light. There's Gerald the jellyfish. He's a temporary tattoo that I bought and we love him and we hope that he doesn't come off before the end of the tour. End of the tour, end of the holiday. Guess where we are? Quick, you have 3 seconds to guess. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1. We found a thing. Is it the Spanish Steps? I don't want to say that it is and be like...
We don't know if it's a Spanish Steps.
It might be. There's some steps and it's pretty, but we're here. I don't know.
There's many steps.
There is a lot of steps. So yes, I guess we're going to go up there.
We found Sephora.
Also, yes, there's a Sephora over there. You can't see it, but it's there. Of people drinking out of this fountain here, so we googled it to find out why. The pigeons are back, by the way, and it turns out that the water is supplied by a Roman aqueduct that was built, did I say 4th century BC?
I think so.
4th century BC, so the aqueduct still works and still provides water to this fountain. And there's some sort of legend about the boat being deposited after the Tiber flooded and things like that, and the name translates as the ugly boat. So there we go, we're sitting here now. This is really cool. There's loads of people drinking from it, so it must still be drinking water. We don't have any receptacles to drink from it, however, so I guess we're not going to try that.
I don't fancy shoving my face into it.
No, neither do I. It's like 8:15 at night and we've just made an impromptu trip to a Leonardo da Vinci museum. I don't know, yeah, most of these aren't original because that's like in the Vatican and that, but these are really cool. So all of these are inventions, which I'll show you, that he's designed here. And then they've made them. So we've got the printing press here, and then there's a bike here, and I don't know what this is. This is a turning crane. So this is super cool. We found some terrifying bat creatures. What are these supposed to be? Hand flipper.
Web glove to help people to float longer and swim further in sea.
Little bit terrifying, as is this thing. What is this thing? Breathing equipment. I would rather drown. If I spin around, I'm going to forget which one the door is. to... Where did Caitlin go? Caitlin's over here.
My sandals are under the bed.
Yay! We're getting ready to leave this room because we have to go to a different one later, and then we're going to go to the Colosseum and the Forum. I just wanted to talk about how we got lost yesterday. It took us about an hour and 20 minutes to walk home. I would say it was about an hour 15 minutes-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was about 11 o'clock and we were both dying because we got... I'm not going to necessarily say that we got lost because we kind of knew where we were.
It just took ages to get back
Yeah.
because we kept going up the wrong street.
We kept having to like check the maps and things because, right, I've spoken to loads of people who have been here before and they've said like, oh, you don't need to get the metro because everything's really close to each other, walking over. But they didn't mention how difficult it is to get your way around because there's like no design to the streets. They're so random because like obviously the city's so old and it's been remodeled so many times that all the streets are so random that it's so hard to work your way around. Like it's pretty small. I would say everything's pretty close to each other. But oh my god. I'm going to stand here and talk a little bit about the Colosseum because I'm a nerd. So it's sat, I don't quote me on this, I want to say 80,000.
You can always correct me in the video.
I'll correct myself later, yeah. And this was the arena. There's evidence that it had been flooded at some point to do naval battles, which is really cool.
Not for the people who are in them.
Not for the people who were in them. Oh yeah, no, never for the people who were in them. So all of this is like the underground bits. That's where they kept the people and the animals and things like that. And there's evidence of like lifts that like worked their way up to the thing. The people who were judging me have left. That work their way, like, you know, in modern stages where the lifts like bring a person up and everyone's like, oh, new person. If you've seen Cats, they do it in Cats. But Caitlin's taking a selfie. I feel like we should just watch the wild Caitlin taking a selfie. So yes, that's what this was here, and it was one of the most. It is some of the most impressive examples of crowd control that was first invented. I'm going to go this way because this is a better view. And basically it's... Yeah, who needs a tour guide? We've just got a nerd. So we've opened the little guidebook and it was 50,000 seats. So I feel that, and they need to officially correct me, it was inaugurated in AD 80, but I don't know what that means. This is a church, by the way. I don't know if you know. It's a church. And it's one of the reasons that it was allowed to stay here because now it's an official church and there is a ceremony here on the first Sunday of every month. And there's also free entry, so fun fact, if you're here on the first Sunday of the month, which was yesterday, by the way, but quite often you can't get in because there's a massive queue and also there's a religious ceremony going on, so like...
Originally known as the Flavian Amphitheatre.
Flavian Amphitheatre, yeah, Flavian. Because it would have been in the Flavian period.
It fell into disrepair after the fall of the Roman Empire.
That's
It was
fair.
later used as a quarry
A quarry, really?
for travertine and marble, which could explain some of this.
Could explain all the random bits of marble, like the one that we're sitting on.
The outer walls were covered in travertine. It allowed the spectators to enter and be seated in minutes, having
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes or something they can fill it up in, which is impressive for 50,000 people.
The arena had a wooden floor covered in sand to prevent the combatants from slipping to soak up the blood. It could also be flooded for mock sea battles.
Yes.
Trapdoors led down to the Hypogeum, an underground complex of corridors, cages and lifts that served as the stadium's backstage area.
Hashtag spawn with... I wish it's not a spawn. With it, I think, is it Lonely Planet? Is it a Lonely Planet guide? Yes, Lonely Planet guide. Pocket Rome. Would recommend. This is Amy and Caitlin's wildlife footage from Rome. Spot the lizard. Caitlin, tell me something that you've learned about the Colosseum.
It's interesting.
You get minus 5 points. That was rubbish.
We learned there was a fat ton of coins found here.
There was.
That was really interesting.
That's true.
And the first depiction of the Colosseum was by an emperor whose name I can't remember, but it begins with an N.
Nero?
No, another one. It was one we didn't like in history. Never mind.
Maybe that was his name. vlog this as an example because this type of thing, like, we keep stumbling across just like random old pretty churches. Because that's what the entirety of Rome is like, Caitlin.
Old pretty churches.
The entirety of Rome. So we're back in our hotel. We have a new room dance. That was the new room dance. Hope you enjoyed. I might show you around later. This is not going to stay on my head. It'll be fine.
Got a bit of a numb vibe with that one on. Because it's a darker colour than you.
Maybe I am. Now we are going to go to the forum. I think we should talk about the Colosseum because we never actually properly got to talk about the Colosseum.
I don't think we've been at the Colosseum, but we have. I don't know why.
I don't feel like that was today.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it? What did you think?
I like the Colosseum. It was a bit different from what I thought it was going to be. I thought... This may sound really stupid because like I've done classics and stuff. But from pictures, it's always been like empty inside.
No, I knew there was stuff inside.
But like, I knew there was stuff in, but like I thought it was like really like rubble there down and they're just kind of like...
Yeah, there's a lot more of it there than you'd think, considering...
I thought most of it was gone.
Yeah, considering all the volcanic activity in Italy as well, yeah.
Didn't they get hit?
That's why, you know the big gap in it, the famous gap, that was lost in an earthquake. I want to say 1812, but don't quote me on that.
In the War of 1812.
So there's been like a pretty major change of plan. First of all, I had to get changed because the strap on my thing snapped. So
a million times.
Yeah, so that was great. What? It only snapped once. Ignore her. And also the forum is shut. It shuts 6:15 rather than 7:15, which is what the website says. At website, I'm actually gonna, when we get back, I'm gonna legitimately put a thing on and be like, this is wrong, but we're gonna go like in that direction. Yep.
We're going to just see what we'll find. If we find anything interesting, I'll probably
vlog
record
it. Yeah, exactly. We're just going over there. Is that an ant carrying a bit of tissue?
Where?
It's not going to be able to eat the tissue. Sorry, Mr. Ant.
It's taking it for its nest to blanket its young.
Bye bye. I hate ants so much. I'm going to leave before I get grossed out by the ant. Yay! What day are we on? Is this day 3? Day 3, yes, hello, we're day 3. What did we do last night? We saw a cool painty man and then we had some minging toast and then we came back, so you didn't really miss that much. And now guess where we are. You have 5 seconds to guess where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Caitlin ruined it, we're in the forum. Guess we're going to show you the forum now. There's some people, we're in the shade. There's an arch. Woo! Tell me about a building we found. Pick a building.
Is the Amelia?
Yeah, the Basilica Amelia, around there.
Yep. And it's got a little bit over to protect it.
Yes, it does.
And the so-called Romulus.
So-called Romulus, yes. Why is it so called?
Because it's the son of Maxentius. Yes, it's his son, it's not the actual Romulus. I think that's why it's so-called Romulus, it's not the real Romulus.
So-called Temple of Romulus.
Yeah, that was pretty cool though. A pre-warning for everyone watching this now, like
I realise that this vlog has been a little bit nerdy, but this might be the nerdiest bit because we're in Ostia and we did an exam on this place.
This is my favourite place.
So now you're going to get not only all the information from the science, but all the information from my classics A level. I'm sorry. Wrong, but we think we're in the firefighters' barracks because we have studied this, and there's like water basins and things and a temple at the back, which from what we know of it had, but there's no sign, so we're not entirely sure.
It's in the frame.
Is it? Can we go in? Can we go in?
I don't think so.
We found archaeologists in the natural habitat. There's a cat. I'm gonna go say hello to the cat. The cat. Hello. I'm nice, promise I won't leave. Hello, Mr. Cat. No, it's okay, look. Oh, bye bye, Mr. Cat. Mr. Cat. Mr. Cat.
Careful.
I will be. Hello, Mr. Cat. No. Oh. Oh.
This one.
Kitty, 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 kitty. See? I have gained the trust of the cat.
Go on, babe.
Fine. Bye bye, Thomas. Bye bye. Ant. Ugh. Oh, I hate ants. I was feeling a bit ill. I'm already aware of ants now. I was feeling a bit ill because of the heat, so I migrated to the cafe and I bought some stuff from the gift shop, which I'm going to show you. I'm sitting in this cute little cove thing with what looks like an ancient bench. Nothing's stopping me sitting here though, I don't think. I'm next to the museum. Anyway, Kayla went off to look at things, and I'll put in her photos here, but I am, oh my god, be quiet, crickets. I am hiding because I was starting to feel ill. But I bought a nice Ostia t-shirt from the gift shop, and I bought a book with like some reconstructions in it. Right, I shall show you. It has, so that's what the thing used to look like. And then you put the plastic thing over, and then it has like what it looks like now. There was quite a few of these things for the Colosseum and that, but I figured since that I had to miss a lot of the walking around and actually seeing the stuff, even though I did study it, but I felt like I was, you know, I've missed out a little bit, but I didn't want to make myself ill because I'm still here for like another day and a half, so I didn't want to like ruin that. Ants, I hate ants. So I thought I'd buy myself a little book so I can educate myself a little bit more, despite the fact that I've missed out. There was another cat. I've seen 3 now. Cats are great. Found my happy place in an ancient city, because there's a cat here, there's a cat sitting on that statue over here. There's a cat sitting just behind it there, and there's a cat there. You can't see the one here, but so many cats and ancient city. I am content. We found the house of Diana. We studied this one.
The garden images were cool. Really.
Yes, I'll put insert photos of the things that we missed because I didn't give Caitlin the camera, which I should have done.
Took the camera.
Yeah, I didn't even think.
I did the entire outside. Actually, I didn't even think either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is it, and I'm pretty sure that's part of it too, across from it, but I could be wrong.
We're in the warehouse.
The Grand Hurrah?
It was big and important for storing things.
But apart from that,
That's kind of what we studied it, and like
that was it.
that was about it. It's big and it It was raised on the ground to stop the rats getting in.
Wasn't it for water as well?
Yeah, and things like that. It's basically a warehouse. Yeah. This is the Piazza of the Corporations. So the way that this worked was, all of these little slotty things here with different like companies and things, and the mosaics with the things in front described what went on in the back and also like what they traded in. So I can't think of any examples. I also don't speak Latin. So there's some boats and things here. So I guess that might be like transport kind of thing. What's this? He's making something. I can't really see what he's making, but you know, that's what that guy did in there. That's just some funky patterns. But yeah, that's the idea. And there's also this square thing. And this seems to be some kind of performance, but it's a little bit random. It's like a giant disco ball like here, and there's like loads of like pools of water here and some wetsuits. So I'm not entirely sure what the show they're putting on. I hate ants so much.
Look how dirty my feet are.
That's quite funny actually.
I look tanned.
You just look dirty.
Die!
Ant. This is actually pretty amazing. You should take a picture of that. It is day 4?
The last day.
The last day, we leave tomorrow. We're about to go into the Vatican, which is here, the big high wall things, because apparently we're not even allowed to see it without paying. But we've just bought this guided tour thing because, you know what, why not? Like, when in Rome, guys, when in Rome. Buongiorno. We go home tomorrow, and I'm just going to be filming, you know, some little airport things and that. So this is going to be the official sign off. So we're going to show you everything that we've bought, and talk through the last couple of days a little bit, I think. Caitlin, what was the painting thing that you bought? My arm's already getting tired. This is gonna be fun.
I bought this one, which is really cool, and of the solar system.
You bought that for your brother?
I bought this for my brother. He might love it, he might hate it, I don't know. Let's see. And I bought that one for myself because, like, look at it.
I bought one too. I don't know, show them both at the same time.
And the guy who was making them was like blind in one eye.
Yeah, and he was like, I got some footage of it, so you'll have seen it. But I think they're really cool because they're like,
He was saying making them as we were like there, so we know he actually made them.
yeah, and you can like see that they've been made as well. Like it's
It's
won't
not like
show
those
up.
weird prints they sell.
Yeah, it won't show up well on camera, but it is like 3D. And I bought this one because I like the idea of the Colosseum being on an ethereal alien planet because that's what it looks like.
This goes with the colour scheme of Belgium, which is lilac and like it's all marbled.
I bought these two at the Colosseum because these are really cool.
Try
Look,
mine.
look, it's like Colosseum, and then you open it up and it's like current picture of the Colosseum, and then it's like, ooh, and then this one, ooh, and then I bought these two.
Can I cut my hat?
Yes. Kim
I
bought
bought
a hat. And then there's a postcard here which has some fighting things on it from the Leonardo da Vinci Museum, and also this is a drawing of Leonardo da Vinci. And here is a Polaroid of me and Caitlin at the Trevier Fountain, which we bought, which might have been from a slightly dodgy man, but that's cool. We also got a Colosseum one. We have one each. You do the Da Vinci shirt.
Because mine's out. I like this one.
Simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication. Leonardo da
got-
Vinci
The Museum of Leonardo da Vinci.
on the sleeve.
And it's red.
It's nice. I'll get
Doesn't smell
my
very nice. Oh, Jesus.
I'll get my Da Vinci t-shirt. I bought this one. Wait. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And it has like all of his inventions on and like sketches and things, and just thought that was cool. Just liked that one.
More like a vest top, but it's really cool. Look at it, look at it, look at it.
It's like, does it have Hard Rock Cafe written on it?
Yeah. It's got Hard Rock and then Rome underneath.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it says the cafe, but like either way.
Yeah, it's like
It says inside Hard Rock Cafe.
I bought this one.
They're expensive, but they're worth it.
Oh, they're always expensive. Like, anyone who's been to the Hard Rock Cafe knows how crazy expensive the t-shirts are.
My first time.
But like, this I got a brown one. I don't usually go for like the classic ones. Like, I've got a couple of them. And yes, I don't know what I did with mine. Mine's in here in this bag somewhere. But we also got some little Hard Rock bracelets because they were like €2 if you bought a t-shirt. I bought this Colosseum t-shirt, which I'm not going to get out of the packet, but it's like purple and it has like a relief of the Colosseum on it, and yeah, that's cool. Bought that in the Colosseum. Let's see the bracelets. I also bought find things. Yes, okay. So I also bought some jewellery things that they were selling in the Colosseum. I bought myself a torque because I wanted a torque, and I bought Lara a necklace with a coin on it because, you know, you better appreciate it. Last t-shirt I got just while we're doing t-shirts was this Roma one because I liked it. Show your dresses. Can I let you dresses?
Oh, I'll show my dresses. I like a little,
Like a little like boutique.
boutique kind of shop.
Yeah, there's a lot of like
It was quite cheap as
shoppy.
well, and they were really nice.
Yes.
That's my first one. It's spot.
How much was it?
€24.
Where was it?
25.
Where was it from? Just so was it Chop? It's on the label.
Chopping.
Chopping Roma. www.choppingroma.com.
It feels quite nice in that one.
Yeah, they're like the fabric's really nice. I had mine on this afternoon when we went out. Because we always come back and get changed because the sweat is real. But this is
We're just simple Brits dying.
mine. I'm just a vampire. That's my issue. Oh, the lizard. Lizard.
This is from Austria. It's a little metal lizard. Show my lizard. Austria was like,
Have you named him?
nope.
Can you let people in the comments name him?
Yeah.
First person in the comments to name the lizard gets to name the lizard. This video is going to be like 45 minutes long. Oh, globe.
That was from Austria too.
Globe. Can I just...
It's a Cupid, and I can't remember who it is. Else is in there with him.
Cupid and Psyche?
Psyche.
It's pronounced Psyche in psychology.
Like
I
this.
don't know if it's pronounced Psych in
Psych.
like classical... well, I don't know. I bought a shower gel because it was on sale and... Yep.
I bought Urban Decay. D-Slick. How lovely is that? And it was the first time I ever bought anything Urban Decay. Apart from this lipstick, which I also bought at the airport.
Yes.
Which is cool.
I bought this lipstick at the airport. It is Smashbox Lily Singh Always On Liquid Lipstick in colour Bouse, which is like my favourite ever, and I've already used like a full one of it, which is impressive for me considering how many lipsticks I have. We won't unwrap it. There's a little one, Midas and Remus, which I bought a little magnet of, but Caitlin's was better.
I bought it for both my brother. You better appreciate this stuff.
Football. I bought this little notebook, cute little notebook. I'm not entirely sure why I started putting on this voice. Look, these are the other postcards I got. James, I got these for you.
I've lost mine. Oh well, I only had one.
These are just some postcards with cats on them. Because James is my classics teacher, by the way, for everyone who isn't James. Well, we're in Rome, aren't we? I got Rachel some Sparta things when I was in Greece, but then I lost them. If I ever find them, Rachel, you will get them. I'm saying that as if like Rachel's watching this. I don't know, she might be, who knows. I got this thing in the Colosseum. It's like a pop-up of all of the landmarks of Rome. It's got like little pop-up things. Right, and then, these two things. My mum sent us on a mission to get the cheesiest, like, religious thing we could find, like, with the Pope on it. So I originally found this, which is a calendar with a different cheesy photo of Pope Francis on it for every month. And before, see, that was still the pinnacle, like the most cheesy thing that I found, and then I found this. Oh, the camera really does not do it justice about how glittery it truly is.
Is that the bell?
Yes! I'm not going to be able to sign off properly later, so I shall sign off now. New videos every Wednesday, unless I'm in Rome, and then it might come out on a Thursday, sorry.
Small charge.
Small charge of the small charge of video. It's basically what Patreon is, isn't it? Or YouTube, right?
Throwing that shade.
No, I'm not.
Oh wait.
No, because people will shout at us. I'm not against Patreon. You go do Patreon if you want to. Anyway, new videos every Wednesday. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. Bye. Say bye.